All right, welcome to this live YouTube live. My name is Mike Sotero, aka DeFi Mike. I've been in the crypto space now for the past 7.5 years. I've been an entrepreneur since 2013. We've built businesses, and specifically in the crypto and stock space, we've been able to teach documented over 250,000 students in person and through live events. You can go to my Instagram at DeFi Mike Sotero. There's a blue check. And don't send me any crypto. Or if you want to, you can't. No, I'm just kidding. Don't send me any crypto. But let me know if you're watching this live or if you're watching the replay. This whole week, we've been doing some lives. We've been having some fun. And I'm going to answer the question on this live. Will Bitcoin hit 100,000? I'm going to answer that here in the next couple of minutes. So let me know in the chat where you're tuning in, what state, what country, what city, what continent. Let me know. And feel free to hit the like button. Do yourself a favor and share this with a friend. Now, who was here yesterday? Yesterday, we were actually looking at a few things in the market. There's actually a lot of news events that are taking place this week in crypto. I actually gave out a free play yesterday. But before we get into yesterday's news and if I think this is going to 100,000 this week, can we just give it up for NVIDIA? This is a stock that has just surpassed Apple in market share for the first time. Can we just give a round of applause in the chat box? Hit the like button if you got some NVIDIA, or if you don't be jealous, because this is showing us how much money can flow into an asset very fast. Okay, NVIDIA was trading at about $100 a share 16 months ago, now trading at over $1,200 a share, surpassing Apple, and most likely will have the biggest market cap this week. I think it surpasses Microsoft in the next 7 days. So good to see you, Natasha from Toronto, Lisa. What's up, Jessica from Tampa, Florida? Feel free to share this out. We're going to have some fun on today's live stream. Now, yesterday, if you were here, let's just take a listen real quick at what we talked about. Lisa, what's up, Jessica from Tampa, Florida? Feel free to share this. Gotta turn that audio off and turn this one on. Here we go. Comes down into here, 3409 would be even more incredible. Okay. And the reason for that is I'm betting that this dollar that were to maybe come into here, 103, 103, 103.30. And I have the 2x speed on, but yeah, we were actually looking at USD CAD, and I don't really go over too much Forex stuff. I actually haven't traded Forex in a little bit, but USD CAD actually is playing out from yesterday's live stream. Continue to the downside with a lot of news on dollar happening this week, but we scaled into some positions up there. We'll see if we can make a push and break this level of liquidity here and go to the downside. So that was yesterday's stream. Talked about NVIDIA this upcoming week, some really, really big things if you're in the investing space, entrepreneurship space, or just overall, you want to know what can happen to your money. Some big events, unemployment, we have inflation, we have potentially a pause, maybe even a rate cut coming here soon. The next meeting is on Wednesday, where we will know inflation and if we're getting cut or pause or even a potential hike. Now, I'm on this website here, coinblast.com/liquidation data. And if you're tuning in here, make sure you hit the like button and share this with maybe somebody that might need to learn a couple things. Today, we've had about $100 million in liquidations. We did see Bitcoin poke its head at almost $72,000. Pretty cool. My opinion is this will be at an all-time high in the next couple of days, maybe even tomorrow, maybe even tomorrow morning. Why do you think that, Mike? Well, a couple key things here. Fidelity just bought 3,100 Bitcoin. They are accumulating. Also, you have the Bitcoin ETFs having one of its best days ever. Okay, one of its best days ever. 1 month supply was bought in 1 day. That's pretty good. And when you have a lot of people buying something, what does it do to the price? Somebody tell me in the chat. If you have a lot of people that want iPhones, what does it do to the price? If you have a lot of people that want an asset like real estate, what does it do to the price? Does it make it go up or down? It makes it go up. And that's what we're seeing. And I think this week, Wednesday, we have 2 more full trading days for these ETFs. I think we see a quick move above uh, um, just previous all-time high. Now, what was interesting is here today is there was hundreds, actually. I saw like something that said like hundreds of millions of dollars was going to get liquidated if Bitcoin hit 71.3, and it actually did hit. It actually did hit that and then reject down barely. So that's interesting. If you guys are tracking what's happening in El Salvador right now, definitely a place to look at some properties. I will be definitely making a trip down there at some point this year. They're cleaning up everything. Some of the most crime in the world was actually in El Salvador 4 or 5 years ago. That is officially gone. New president got reelected again, and he's buying a Bitcoin every day. You can see here their country is actually holding 5,700 Bitcoin. They have a public website that you can look this up, and this is worth over $400 million. This is what the country is purchasing. On a daily basis, they're buying 1 Bitcoin. Their DCA, I think, is around 30K. So that's pretty cool. And then talking about ETF with Ethereum, Gary Gensler who is the head of the SEC, says the S1 approvals will take some time. So it looks like they're trying to suppress ETH and keep ETH as low as possible before they officially launch the spot Ethereum ETF. And that's probably not going to end well for people that are waiting for this thing to back down. My opinion is this thing will break out regardless, and then we'll probably see something like this when it gets approved, if not already be above an all-time high when it gets approved. But something I wanted to share with you here tonight is we go through all of this stuff, right? We go through all of these markets and investing, and all this stuff is great. But let me ask you a question. What do you think about money? What does that mean? Do you think there's a lot of money in the world that you can have? Do you think that it's an abundance, that you'll have an abundance of it? Or do you think it's very scarce? Do you think you have to trade your time for it, which is what some people's belief is? Do you think you have to build a business to earn it? Do you think you have to add value to people to make it or to earn it? Because you don't make money. You make money, you go to jail. Always remember this. You don't make, you earn income. You don't make money. Okay, making money is illegal. Okay, can't do that. You earn income. Now, understand that you can earn income by not working for it. Well, how would I do that? By taking the income that you earn, and putting it to work. And I always challenge a lot of my students and people that I coach and a lot of my clients, like, what do you think about it? Because what you think about something determines of whether you're going to not pursue it, because if you're chasing something, that means that there's something running away from you or running away from what you want. But how are you going to attract it if you don't think about it in the right manner? For example, some people focus on income. Some people focus on debt. Have you ever heard somebody say, "I'll never get out of debt," and they never do? Have you ever heard somebody say, "Well, I have all these credit card bills and it just keeps stacking up and stacking up"? See, it's not and I was in debt. I mean, I lived off of this credit card for over a year and a half. It actually expires like next year because I got it like 10 years ago. I don't know why that Discover's expires so late. And if you focus on debt, you get more of it. And this isn't wishful thinking. This is a fact. But if you make more money, somebody tell me in the chat, if you earn more income, the debt goes away. If your debt is 20K and you make 200K, or you make 30K, or you make 20,100, your debt can go away. Now there's good debt, there's bad debt. I'm not going into that on this on this YouTube live. I used to have a negative mindset, says Lisa, around money and health or wealth. Thankfully, now we have a much healthier mindset. Amazing. That's incredible. Yeah, people say I can never afford that. What do you mean you can never afford it? How can I afford it? Do I want to be able to afford it? Is the question. Okay. And there's small things you can do. Like if you have a credit card, I tell people this all the time. Should you have a credit card? Well, are you disciplined with the debit card? Because a debit card, if you have $100 in there and you try to swipe it for 200, it's not going through. But if you have a credit card and there's a limit and you have like some space there, you can swipe that, you can call, you can get more money. So if you're not disciplined with the debit card, you shouldn't have a credit card. That help you? What kind of how I have my stuff set up is my credit card is paid, all my cards are paid monthly, and it's all automated. So you automate this process. You automate the process of saving, and you also can automate the process of paying off debt. So for example, I pay off my credit cards 2 times a month. That helps me build my credit score. In America, we have this thing called a credit score, and you need to have that high when you're going to go, if you need purchasing power, and to leverage banks. So 2 times a month, and it's for the full amount. I will never, and easier said than done, but now I'm very aware that I should never have like a lot of money sitting on these credit card balances. Why? It affects your credit. You can have like 10 or 20%, and I'm not an expert in that, but you can have a small balance, that's fine, and you can open up a lot of cards and just not use them if you choose to. But for example, let's say you have one credit card. Now, if your credit card is being swiped for like, let's say, 1,000 a month on your credit card, and your income is 800 a month, you are never going to become financially free. That's like the first rule of money. If you spend more than you make, you're in trouble. Put a 1 in the chat if you understand that. If you spend more than you make. So if you spend more than you make, you'll never be able to dollar cost average into projects. If you spend more money than you make, you'll never be able to invest because you'll always be living from a place of scarcity. And you'll always be living from a place of behind. You're always behind, right? You ever heard somebody say, well, I'm always behind at the end of the month. What do you mean you're always behind at the end of the month? It's because you don't have a damn plan and you never actually sat down and put a plan together. So if you have a credit card, pay it off twice a month. If your due date is the 30th, pay it off on the 15th, some of it, and the rest on the 30th or the 28th or 29th. Automate it. Okay. If you're saving money, this is something that's helped me tremendously. You could have your main bank account, right? And this is not financial advice. I'm telling you how I have my stuff set up. You could have like your main bank account and everything is kind of flowing in there. We're not getting into LLCs and S corps and all that stuff. But guess what? I have automated recurring withdrawals from my main account that go to other places. So, bank account 2, maybe that's for my stocks. Maybe bank account 3, this is for my crypto. Bank account 4, this is for my long-term savings. So I automate this entire thing. So when money comes in at the top, it goes into these other accounts. Now, somebody tell me in the chat what I'm doing here with this money here. Am I just saving it for a rainy day? No, because then it pours. Am I saving it for an emergency? No, because an emergency will show up. I'm separating it so it's out of sight, out of mind. And then now, let's say my B3, my bank account 3, that's my crypto. Okay, great. I'm saving, maybe it's $10 a week, $20 a week, $100, whatever the number is for you, that's great. Wow, now I have that money that I didn't even plan on having. Now it's turned into a couple hundred or a couple thousand or whatever the number is. Okay, well, when there's fear in the market, now you have that money and you're not thinking about it. You're not thinking about having to go take it from this main account that you're so attached to. That's why you automate paying off the credit cards and you automate the savings leaving the main account. Now, if you're making no money, then none of this even matters. That's like the first step. Okay, put a 2 in the chat if this is helping somebody so far. And I'm going to answer some questions literally in a couple minutes, and we'll jump off here. So now let's say B3 is crypto, B2 is stocks. Okay, cool. Opportunity shows up. Peloton goes $3. This is just an example. I have a video on Peloton, my thoughts on my channel. Go take a look at it. Boom, it goes down under $3. Well, I'm not trying to scramble here. I already have that money sitting in that stock brokerage account, that B2 account. It's already building up. It's already been accumulating. Take the action, buy the option contract, buy the shares. Okay, my B3 account, guess what? That's my crypto account. Cool. What do I like? What do I like this week? Okay, let's say, oh, boom, FIDA. FIDA was at my level. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm able to buy some of that with my, on Friday, let's say with that B3, that third bank account. Boom, boom, it goes 37%. That money that you saved would not have grown in that B3 bank account. Maybe that's a centralized exchange. See, you automate this entire process. So when money comes in from the top, you know exactly where it's going. I hope this is helping somebody here today. I have a few videos I'll record over the next couple of days, and I'll drop them on my channel from exiting, just being smart with money. It's not even about like what to invest in sometimes. What do you think about it? Do you have a plan for it? Okay. I didn't have to like be told to save money. I think we've all heard saving money is important, and that is important. But what are you saving it for? A new watch, a new car, a new house? All three of those could be assets if used correctly. Or all three of those could be liabilities very, very, very quickly. There's certain things that you learn in life. At 18 years old, I walked into BMW. I had no credit. I had my dad co-sign, and I bought a listen to this. I bought a $50,000 BMW when I was 18, an M1, a 1 Series BMW, about $48,000. I had $2,000 in my bank account. The monthly payments were $550. Do y'all think that was a good idea? Okay. I immediately set myself back. Boom, 18 years old. I'm ready. I'm making some money. I'm making 3 to 4,000 a month in my business, but I'm spending 5,000 a month. Do you see the problem there? Immediately that happens to me at 18. I'm already 50,000 in debt on the car. Okay. I end up eventually getting to the end of the lease because I leased the car, which was another terrible idea. And I leveraged my dad's credit. Okay, that was probably not good as well, but whatever. The lease ended, gave the car back, wasted a ton of money on that. Now you could say that it might have helped me build my business. Maybe it did. It did help me earn a good amount of money, but it wasn't smart because half the money that I earned in that couple year period of time paying the lease went back into a car. That's a liability. Now, if I would have had the car and rented it out, completely different story. So the purpose of why I brought some of those things up and why I wanted to share some of those things is that's the foundation. You can take a picture of this, watch this over and over again. I don't know what Gari is. I'll take a look at it though for you since you showed up here today. I have no idea what that is, so I'll pull it up though. We'll see what happens. But hopefully this helps somebody. You could be in debt. That's fine. Just don't focus too much on it. Like if you can't, the only thing you control is earning more income. Okay. And doing and following your plan with that income. So let's take a look at this. If there's questions in the chat, please start dropping them. I'm going to give my honest thoughts on these projects, or affiliation with anything that I look at. That I see it's at 10 million. Not against it. I'll invest in. Not going to tell if this is a good project or not in my research. I'm not going to do that here. Let's go. Okay, you guys are watching me live look at a project. I have no idea what it is. Just his question from the chat. So 10 million market cap. What type of coin is this? Low cap, mid cap, or main cap coin? Okay, so world's largest Web3 audio and video live streaming platform. Well, that's not true, but I know how everybody says that. That's fine. It's built on Solana, which is cool. Let's take a look at the chart real quick. Let's see if we have some gap. So obviously, this isn't good. Not against, looking for buying fear. I'm here for it. They launched March at the top of the bull market, and then it got crushed. Okay, right now price is trading at 2 cents. What I want to see is the market cap. Is the market cap dumping? Okay, now this is a good thing. Okay, here we go. This is a good thing. Market cap was at 25 million. Now it's at 10. So it didn't just go from like 25 to like 0 and then to 5 and then to 0 and then to 10 and then to 0. That would be bad. Market cap is trending higher here. Not bad. I'm not going to tell you if this is a project that I would invest in right now. I'm not really looking for projects like this. There's really nothing there's nothing like proprietary about this. Anybody can create this. So that's kind of my thought. Maybe it works out, maybe it doesn't. Partners, I don't really know what any of this stuff is. So nothing here is like, wow, that's great. So I'll do more research. Thanks for bringing it up though. Soul Chat is, let's see what the price of Soul Chat is. If it's around $4, I think it's a pretty nice DCA zone. $3-4. Yeah, 370. Once again, another low cap project. Apply though is in our favor. Can this get to 200-300 million map in a what's up ecosystem? There's a lot of that money. Where's it going? Somebody tell me in the chat. It's going into the main project like Solana, which is what it's doing right now. So not a big deal. Low cap, a lot of risk, of course, but we see the partnerships. It's going to be on the phone. They're building, so we'll see. Always have that plan. Okay, all your eggs should not be in one coin or anything like that. Okay. Looking at BNB, for those that are watching crypto, BNB did create an all-time high yesterday. It's the first altcoin to break the previous high, which is pretty cool. Let's see if others can follow. And today's kind of a flat market. I am with this dollar to fall going into unemployment on Friday. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe even we did something like that. Or if we want to really want to fall, something like that. So I am still shorting USD CAD, and we'll see what happens there. All right, guys, awesome. If there's any other questions, I'll answer them in the chat. Make sure you guys, if you're new here, smash that like button. It definitely does spread awareness of this channel. And if you can hit that subscribe button, if you feel like you learned anything, feel free to do that. Still worth purchasing SOL at this price if you just started your portfolio? I would say yes. I would say yes. When people ask me that about Bitcoin, I'm like, if you think it's going to go from 71 to 72, then yeah, your money's not going to grow. So yeah, I would definitely say Solana even under the all-time high, if you're playing the long-term game. Now, if you're just trying to get rich real quick, then the market can easily do this and come right back down. But if you're going to DCA a certain amount of Solana, whether it's 1 Solana a week or whatever the number is, I think it is still for the portfolio long-term, and understanding this one thing right here. If Solana can get to the market cap of ETH, that's the price of 1 Solana. So do I think that can happen this run? I do. Will I be waiting for 1,000 a coin to start exiting? No. No, my entries on Solana are very good, right? DCA'd under $30 for sure. maybe lower, but to play it safe under, let's say $30 at 300, that's a 10x. So my DCAing out of Solana will really begin probably between 3 and 700, and I will hold. Solana is one of those projects. Bitcoin's one of those projects or coins. ETH is one of those projects that I'll hold a certain amount and I'll never really sell. Um, that's just that's how I've built my portfolio. You know, something that you can do is you can have multiple ledgers. Does everybody know what a ledger is? Okay, ledger.com. Don't buy one of these devices on any other site, but you could have multiple ledgers. And I've kind of taught this, but I'll go through it real quick and then I'm going to jump off here. Is let's say ledger one is just you send everything to. And this is where eventually you will take profit and reinvest. So like you buy some crypto on an exchange, or you swap for it on like a MetaMask or Phantom or whatever, and then you move it to Ledger One, right? That's the safest place. And in that ledger, you're going to like doing some transactions, moving money from the ledger back to MetaMask or back to an exchange. Cool. But then I would have, let's say, another ledger, let's just call it Ledger 2, that never connects to anything. That's one. Also, it is let's call it the 10-year ledger, or let's just call it 10-year savings account. And this ledger, it's just being sent money, sent money, sent money. A Solana here, some Bitcoin here, some Cardano here. And this is just like, we're just going to accumulate in this ledger. I'm not even going to check the balance. This is like money that you have no plans on even looking at or even taking profits for at least the next 10 to 15 years, which means that ledger is going to experience the volatility of the ups and downs. And I'm more ledger one, take some profits, reinvest. But to be honest with you, some of you are on this call and you just want to buy crypto and you don't want to worry about taking profits. I know that sounds crazy, or looking at the market. So all you care about is accumulating for the next 10 years. And that's okay. That's a strategy in itself. That is definitely a strategy in itself. Tell me in the chat which type of person you are. You know, what you're looking to do on this next bull run. Are you looking to like take some profits and then, look to DCA back in fearful times? Or are you just going to play the 10-year plan or the 12-year plan or the 16-year plan? Something that I recommend to all parents on here, I'm not a parent, not yet, maybe one day, God willing, is to have this type of setup for your kids. I have this setup for my younger brother. I bought him a ledger for his 8th, I think it was his birthday and Christmas. I think I gave it to him on Christmas though, 3 years ago. He's 11. I gave it to him, and this is going to be funny because we're going to be able to come back to this YouTube video in 7 years when he's 18. But I gave it to him when he was 8, so 3 years ago. And I sent him some crypto every week, every other week. And I don't know what the account balance is. But I do know I was sending him Chainlink when Chainlink was at $5. I was sending him Solana when Solana was at $20, $25. I was sending him Ethereum when Ethereum was at $1,000, $1,500. And a lot of different projects, a lot of different coins. So that ledger, we're not even, me and my dad, we send him crypto in there. We're not even looking at it. Where do you guys think that will be? And I'm not going to tell you the amount, but it's not like $5 a day. Or a week. It's whatever. Where do you think that could be though? In 7 years when he turns 18 years old. So my advice, if you are a parent, especially if you have younger kids or regardless, in general, stop giving them, here's my opinion, don't stop giving them like gift cards. Okay. Give them assets. Set them up for like the future. Just like you're on here listening to this, you're setting yourself up. Why else would you be here at 10:30 p.m. Eastern time? Because you care about your future. Well, one of the best gifts you can do is set your family up. This Christmas, I'm taking that same approach with more family members. And look, to be honest, if they don't understand or like they don't kind of get it, I don't care. I don't care. I'm not giving stupid ass gifts anymore. Okay. Gifts that have no return on investment. You know what the best gift is? Go give somebody, okay, this is how much it would cost. Watch this. Here's a gift. You order a ledger. Okay, how much is a ledger right now? Let's go take a look. Okay, we're on ledger.com. Let's say I wanted to give somebody a nano, and I can order this for them and give it to them, or I could just give them the money and they can order. But a family member, you're going to probably have to set up them. So just keep that in mind and don't steal their money that you're giving them, because I don't know if it would be stealing if you're giving them your own money. Okay, so let's say you get cool colors. When I bought my ledger, it was black and white. How much is a ledger? Is this going to give me the ability to check out here? All right, did we all just crash the website? Okay. Okay, one ledger. I don't care. I don't need this. Oh, I only have my V. It's in euros. Okay, it's about $150. Okay, so here's the gift. You give them $150 ledger, and then you put maybe even $50 or $100 of, let's say, one of these projects. Let's say you give them 50 of Chainlink. So you spend 150 plus 50 of crypto. Boom. And then every birthday, every Mother's Day, every Father's Day, every Christmas, every holiday, you just add to that number. And then here's what you do. I should probably do this. I might do this in Florida. Is you do a party for that person. And it could be a dinner, it could be whatever. And you tell the people that you're inviting, maybe it's your son's birthday. Don't give them no dumbass gifts. Okay. If you're the parent, you'll buy the dumb gifts. Like, I know that I'm not trying to offend anybody, but you'll buy the gifts that eventually they're going to outgrow, right? But instead, hey, you know what? Go buy some crypto. Here's the address. You send it there. These 2-year-old birthday parties about to be digital. It'll be in person, but digital money will be flowing. Think about setting up the next generation like that. I got goosebumps right now. That's incredible. Gave my son Ando for his graduation present 18 days ago. What's good? What's up, bro? And it's up 53%. He's blown away. That's how we onboard people. But most importantly, that's how we set our kids up. That's how we set up the next generation. Put a 1 in the chat if you're with me here so far and you understand that concept. Because if you understand that concept, I'm gonna actually lead the way. Like this Christmas, you're gonna see me doing some stuff like that. What an incredible way to bless a waiter or a waitress. What an incredible way to bless, especially like your family and especially the next generation that is going to grow up. Whether you hate crypto, you hate me, you hate YouTube, you hate this. My mouse just died, so we're just going to talk for a couple minutes. Whether you hate me, you hate crypto, like the next generation is going to be heavily influenced with the crypto space. You understand that, right? And if you're listening right now, you have the ability to pre-position not only yourself, but your friends and your family. So for the next event in your family, maybe do something like that. Get everybody together. Say, hey, you know what? No physical gifts this year. Food, that's cool because everybody, people love to eat. But do something for somebody else and do a chain link party. That sounds crazy. My 4-year-old son, he's doing a chain link party. Go buy some chain link on Coinbase. Here's the gift you can give him. I don't care if it's you get him one chain link. chain link's at 17 bucks. If that chain link goes to $100 or $500 or $1,000 in the next 10 years, man, think about a 3-year-old getting a couple chain link for their birthday. And when they're 18, they got 5, 10, 15, 20 grand. Talk about paying for college and crypto. And you know why? A lot of people are going to hear this, watch the replay. I'm going to talk a little bit more about this. I'm going to make a video on my Instagram this week. I need to write that down. Talking about that. You know why people won't do it? Is because they're scared what other people are going to think. Respectfully, forget how other people think. Don't worry about what other people think. Even if they need your help, you help them. Just buy the crypto, send it to their wallet address. Just don't steal their seed phrase. That could be a little bit messy. They can use the new Coinbase Smart Wallet, which has no seed phrase. It's just like a user, email, and password. So that you get the normie people on that. They can buy the chain link and send it to your kids. But most people won't do stuff like that because they're scared of what other people think, and they're scared like the backlash, the rejection. And that's the world we live in. We live in a world where people would rather die than publicly speak. And my advice for you is you should learn how to publicly speak because it's not that difficult. You just have to go do it. But go against the norm. Go against the grain. And when you look at these types of charts and these markets, you're going against what was told, the story that you were told years ago. And I'm proud of you for that. Okay, I'm proud of you for not settling for less. And if you're watching this 35 minutes in, you didn't settle for less. So I appreciate you for being here. Smash that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't. And make sure you go look at some of the other videos in this channel. I have a video on my thoughts on Peloton stock. If you haven't seen it, it's doing very well so far. We did a video on Solana, some of the communication projects. Spend some time on the channel, and hopefully you get some value from it. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night. We'll be back live tomorrow. We'll be back live here tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern. It'll probably be my last YouTube video of the week with some travel coming up this upcoming week. So spend some time in the channel. Hope you have a great day. Hit that like button, that subscribe button, and send this to somebody that could use it. Much love, everybody. See y'all very soon. God